up? It's cinemashogun here, and Gypsy Rose is continuing to be absolutely dragged and eviscerated online. And I'll be honest with you all, I'm happy to see it. But hold up. Before anyone accuses me of being a hater, just hear me out really quickly. Personally, I'm not happy that people are being mean to Gypsy Rose. I'm not happy that people are making fun of Gypsy Rose. I'm happy because for once, our society seems to be standing up for what's right and standing against what's wrong. Take whatever sympathy you have for Gypsy and put it off to the side real quick. I think once you do that, we can agree that Gypsy doesn't need to be a celebrity. Gypsy Rose is not a role model for anyone. Our society had no business rolling out this red carpet and putting Gypsy Rose on this pedestal as if she was some type of famous celebrity. All right, that was wrong from the beginning. And from the beginning, I told you all it was wrong, and I warned you all that this would happen. You can go back to my first videos I made about this topic. A lot of people were getting angry at me. I lost a couple of hundred subscribers because people were so angry because I was pointing out what was going to happen with this situation. And now it's happening in record time, quicker than I even thought. I told you all that it's only a matter of time before the internet does what the internet does. The internet is going to turn on this woman and they're going to eat her alive, and they already are. We didn't have to wait a year. We didn't have to wait 6 months. We didn't have to wait for her stupid reality show to release. No, the internet is already canceling this woman. Just like that. And all of this could be prevented. If you didn't want people to be mean and say mean things to Gypsy, then you should have advocated for what was best for her. I think there's an argument to be had that Gypsy doesn't really have any business being out of jail right now, but she's out of jail. The best thing Gypsy could have done is she could have took her little weirdo Peter Griffin looking husband and she could have disappeared. She could have walked off into the sunset. We didn't have to hear from her again. She could have put out a book or done a couple of interviews in the future, but coming out to a full press tour like she's some type of pop star, like she's Taylor Swift Jr., that was just absolutely ridiculous. And it set this woman up for failure. It set her up for failure. What was best for her is for her to try to live a normal life. But she doesn't want a normal life. She wants to be in the public eye. She wants the spotlight on her. She's delusional. She's narcissistic. She's very manipulative. And she thinks that she should be the center of attention. And when you want to be the center of attention, you're not just going to get good attention, you're going to get negative attention. And you need to be able to handle that. And I'm still questioning if she's going to be able to mentally handle all of the ridicule and all of the stuff that people are going to say about her. But that's part of being a public figure. People are going to have things to say, some good and some bad. And right now, unfortunately for Gypsy, most people have something bad to say. Now, I know there are still those of you out there who feel really bad for Gypsy. You'll get angry when I say things like maybe she should still be in jail. But this is the comparison that I would like to put forth before you all today. Have you ever heard of Charles Manson? One of the most notorious killers in America. When you look up serial killers or killers in America, Charles Manson's face always pops up. But Charles Manson wasn't arrested for actually killing anyone. Charles Manson was arrested for directing the murders. So when I look at Gypsy Rose's situation, I understand that a lot of people just can't fathom viewing it this way, but in reality, Gypsy Rose is more responsible for her mother's death than anyone else. Gypsy Rose plotted her mother's murder. So if Charles Manson went away for life and he became one of the most notorious killers in American history, then why is Gypsy Rose out of jail and being treated like a sweetheart celebrity? Why do I have to hear her little squeaky Minnie Mouse voice on every news station? Did they allow Charles Manson to go on the Today Show? Good Morning America? Did they allow Charles Manson to get out of jail and make his own reality show? Now, some of you may not like the comparison, but it's a very honest comparison. These two have a lot in common. So we can look at Gypsy's little boyfriend at the time that she manipulated into doing what he did, but Gypsy was the mastermind behind it. So there is an argument to be had that that she has no business being out of jail. But she's out. She's out. And instead of taking the route of being a humble person, being happy that you got this second chance at life and walking off into the sunset to try to live whatever life you can muster, no, she wanted to go the famous route. She wants to be the next Kardashian. So therefore, people are going to have something to say. And boy, oh boy, the internet has a lot to say. She recently, on Instagram, she announced her new docu-series, her new reality show where Lifetime's going to follow her around in her first days out of jail. She posted about this reality show, I guess thinking that people were going to be happy because in the first week or so that she got out of jail, you could go to her comment sections and it would just be, "Yes, queen! Oh my God, beautiful queen, we're so happy you're out of jail. Oh my God, you're so great. Oh, you're so cool. You're beautiful. You never belonged in there." You would just see people praising her, sucking her off, brown-nosing her, all types of stuff. I was looking through the comment sections like, damn, does no one have any common sense? I'm not saying come here and be mean to her, but to treat her like this glorious Yas Queen pop star, it's ridiculous. Well, whew, those comment sections have drastically changed. I scrolled through this post about her new docuseries for about 15 or 20 minutes, and I did not find one single positive comment. I found one that was questioning, hey, why are people being mean now? But other than that, man, people are roasting her. People are waking up to the fact that, hey, maybe she had no business being treated like a celebrity to begin with. So without further ado, I want to read you all some of these comments because things have drastically changed over the last couple of weeks. So let's begin. Ridiculous that we are seriously glorifying a murderer. If your ex, Nick Gojohn, only stabbed your mother 4 times and there was 17 wounds total, how did that happen? Thinking face. The people who criticize her have no idea of the hell she went through being abused by her mother. Now she is free. Respect the lives of others. Girl, you getting canceled. So when you actually going to advocate from victims of Munchausen syndrome like you claimed you would? Oh, Gypsy, people are catching on to you. Gypsy lied about her platform. Gypsy manipulated a kid with autism because she wanted to kill her mom. She lied about stuff in the interviews. Y'all need to find better role models and stop glorifying a girl that manipulated a mentally challenged man, much like her mother manipulated her, into murdering her mom for her. I'd have so much more respect for her if she spoke up in defense of Nicholas and took responsibility for her part in the murder of her mother and acknowledged her wrongdoing. I'm not saying Nicholas should be free, but he should be at least in a mental health facility receiving treatment and not rotting in prison. The public is starting to figure her out. This is disgusting and predatory. Manson never killed anyone. You should have gotten life. Oh, it looks like someone kind of made the point that I made earlier. Now, to be clear here, ladies and gentlemen, this is not me cherry picking mean comments. I'm literally just reading to you all like the first 15, 20 comments. If you don't believe me, you can go to her Instagram right now and they should all still be there. But let's go forward. My kid's dad nearly killed me on multiple occasions. Did I kill him? No. Why? Because he's my kid's dad and I didn't choose violence. Quit glorifying a murderer. There's teens on here looking up to us. Let's all cancel Lifetime too. This is so freaking gross. If manipulation was a person, Gypsy Rose. LOL, you killed your mom. Oh, but why is no one talking about how she shot her mom 10 times with a BB gun, thinking it was a real gun before she decided to get a hitman? This is not someone who is afraid of blood and could never kill. I agree. Everyone looks at Gypsy like, oh, she's just this innocent little girl. Everyone views Gypsy as that fake cancer patient, bald, teeth missing, chilling in her little princess outfit in her wheelchair. That's how people will always view her. But take a good look at what Gypsy looks like now. It's not the same vulnerable little girl that you saw on your little Hulu TV show or your little true crime documentaries as you ate M&Ms and drank cheap wine. No. This is a grown woman now. A grown woman that I think is capable of a whole lot. There's no telling what this woman is capable of. And if it came out tomorrow that she killed someone else, I would not be surprised in the slightest bit. Because she has it in her. Don't let that little fake, little, oh yeah, the little squeaky voice fool you. For one, that's not her real voice. And for two, that woman is capable of anything. Anything. You could see it in her little wallaby Rocco's Modern Life eyes. But let's go forward. What your mother did to you is messed up, but you actually planned her murder and managed to manipulate some poor guy to do the dirty work for you. You should be locked up for life. Her views are going down, LOL. What are these comments? Y'all loved her so much and turned on her so quickly, it's scary. I hate social media. Hey, I tried to warn you all. Everyone wanted to be mad at me because often I'm the only one willing to tell the truth. You could watch 1,000 videos from 1,000 people talking about Gypsy Rose on YouTube and none of them will give you the honest truth like I will. I wish they would, but they don't. They're all afraid. These YouTubers are all afraid of their own audiences. I don't want to say this because maybe my audience might get mad and unsubscribe. So they handle everything with kids' gloves. That's not how we do it on this channel. I told you all how the internet operates. Just as quickly as they boost you up, they will tear you down, and you're witnessing it right now. Is it scary? Yes. But this is how the internet works. So if you want to put yourself out there on the internet, you better have some understanding of how the internet operates. Because this is exactly how the internet operates. It was only a matter of time before they drugged this girl through the dirt. I'm surprised that it happened as quickly as it did, but it was coming regardless. Let's go forward, though. How is it that 8 million people subscribe to the killer? What kind of idol? Everyone supporting her needs to watch Mommy, Dad, and Dearest and take a really good look at the text she sent to Nick on the night of the stabbing and the happy little laughing and sex talk video at the hotel room just after the murder. Just watch it. That right there, those little details, that's what seals the deal for me. Because we can try to ignore it, a lot of people do, but there was this weird, creepy, like sexual aspect to what they did to her mom. I don't even want to go over the type of stuff that was said and the messages, but they're out there. And if you still think that Gypsy Rose is this innocent little girl after reading those, then you are a twisted soul. You are a twisted individual. She was getting sexual gratification and satisfaction from her mother being brutally ended. Okay? It's really gross. And I shouldn't even have talked about it in this much detail. So let's go forward. Please put her back in prison where she belongs. Plotting a murder seems lucrative in America if there's a crazy story behind it. My point exactly. What type of statement, what type of message are we sending to the outside world when we glorify someone like Gypsy Rose? Young kids are going to think, hey, my mom didn't let me get a Hot Pocket and she wouldn't let me play Fortnite, so I brutally murdered her. Hopefully I go to jail for a few years and then I get out and become a millionaire and get my own reality show. That's the message that we're sending to young folks. That's the message that we're sending to stupid people all around America. Hey, do something crazy, craft a crazy story behind it, and maybe you'll get rich and famous. You don't have to sing like Beyonce. You don't have to rap like Kanye West. You don't have to act like Tom Cruise. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is kill your mom. You get what I'm saying? But let's go forward. I've seen enough of you. You're a grifter like your mom. Shame on you, Lifetime, for putting this trash on your channel. So I'm going to end it there because I think you guys get the point. People don't really have anything good to say, and neither do I, because at this point, it seems like the job that Gypsy Rose's mom was doing, it feels like she passed off the baton to Gypsy Rose. She passed her the Olympic torch. Hey, go out there and manipulate and finesse people out of money like I was. I made everyone feel bad for you, and we profited off of it. So therefore, in the future, you need to go out here, make people feel bad for you in your situation, and profit from it. It's a revolving door. And just when you think that maybe Gypsy Rose learned a lesson, maybe those years behind bars taught her something, you begin to realize that it taught her nothing. We are right back at the beginning of this story, like a revolving door. We are back to square one, where Gypsy Rose is once again manipulating the general public into feeling bad for her and her situation, so they will give her money. But if you can't accept that, I don't know what to tell you. It's right there blatantly in your face. So for now, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you're feeling generous, you can donate to the channel via CashApp, or you can help the channel for free by liking, subscribing, ringing that notification bell, and all of that good stuff. But with that being said, I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.